Welcome everyone. This video is the first time I ever beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out blindfolded back in 2015. Stay tuned after the run for the amazing behind the scenes story of Blindfolded Punch Out's origins and evolution.
Okay, here we go. So we're doing actual attempts. This is against the splits that I'm using. We're going against Jack Wedge's record, which he's the only person that has finished the game 14-0 so far. His fights are very improvable, but the way this run is, it's just like really wacky. And obviously, I just started running it for speed, so I'm not very good yet. All right, down goes Joe. We all know that one. So a lot of the fights are pretty trivial. The first tough fight is Piston Honda 1, just because he can really be kind of a jerk. Von Kaiser is really not that bad. There's a pretty clean buffer to dodge his stuff. So. Should be able to do him pretty consistently. The only thing he can mess up is in the second and third phase here, doing this first punch. Got it. .38. That's actually really good. Very good run time. So the thing with Piston Honda is it's just really easy to get hit in phase 1 because he has some really random delays for when he throws his punch. So you can hit him a bunch, but once he gets into his delays, you need to get lucky. That's really unfortunate. So I'm going to lose a ton of time in this fight. There is a buffer strat that you can beat him around like a minute 30, but all you have to do, it's like a gamble. He takes a lot of damn punches, that's for sure. So that was a decent recovery. Basically, the thing is, once you get hit in phase 1, you're no longer going to get the 1 count. You have to have full health to get a 1 count, and the 1 count is a huge time saver. So I'm losing a bunch of time there. Not a whole bunch of time to be gained up until the world circuit anyway. So, and for me, I need to just complete the game. I don't know why I'm even playing against splits for the moment because I'm not good enough, but I figure why not? I'm gonna give you guys something to look at anyway, other than the run itself. So. Alright, Don Flamenco, this should be an easy fight. I forgot when to figure out the dodge in this, but whatever. I'm just going to use the safe strat. I like automatically lose 3 seconds, but I don't really care. this should be an 18.25 because it's all buffered. So, like I said, I'm losing 3 seconds there because I haven't figured out when to time the dodge in that fight. I've been lazy about it, I guess you could say. So, King Hippo, there's actually a pretty good buffer strat for him as well. And you have to just hope to get lucky in the first portion of the fight as well. That's something Jack Wedge came up with so that you could get him down all the time. What's up, Packy? Basically, you'll get him down every time. The reason I get a 152 is because I'm hoping that he throws the punch at the beginning of the fight, which would save 25 seconds or 20 seconds against Jack's time. 20 seconds is a lot, but if you don't get it, you lose 6 seconds. Oh, Packy, thanks for the resub, man. 6 months. Wow, has it already been 6 months? That's crazy, dude. Seems like NWC was just yesterday. Huh. How time flies. Thank you, man. Throw some gloves up for Packy, glove clubbers. I know there's some of you out there. I know you guys are out there. Alright, so Great Tiger, this is just a buffer that I'm very good at messing up, so I'm gonna try to I just gotta take it slow. Just take it slow and easy. Got him, dude. Got him. See, you just gotta take it nice and easy. Nice and easy, dude. Nice and easy. Down goes Tiger. And he's gonna get up on 1 count both times, obviously, so. I can't remember. Jack must have messed up something because he got a slightly worse time than I'm getting right now, but I don't know exactly what it was. So. Yeah, he got a 54. Maybe he had a different buffer when he did that run or something. Okay, Bald Bull, it can be a very tricky fight, but it can also be a pretty quick fight. It just depends. Actually, it is, Luke, yeah. It just makes it easy, man. My other blindfold, it's not easy to go up, down, up, down. Like this, you can easily move. So... This is a fight I probably should have practiced before starting attempts. I could get some difficulty here, but we'll see. Maybe my muscle memory from yesterday will kick in. Godlike. Alright, so I have 2 stars left, and I can actually buffer to make sure both of them connect. Very nice, dude. Very nice. 107, that's my PB, actually. I think I might have gotten the good refill there. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember. 107, baby. So that's a pretty sick time right there. The next fight is another buffer fight, and if you mess it up, your run is over. So you really don't want to mess it up. But after that, all the fights become very difficult. From Soda onwards, I'd say the easiest fight is actually Sandman. But all the other fights are pretty tricky. I guess Don 2 is not that bad now that I have the proper buffer for him as well. So. Alright. Got him. Okay, good. Good. The run can continue. So Soda can really just be a total disaster sometimes because he's Soda. I mean, what else would you expect from him? But basically, if he throws a lot of hooks, it makes the fight very difficult. If he doesn't throw a lot of hooks, then the fight's not too bad. So, Gatekeeper, being the gatekeeper as always. But then Bald Bull 2 is the true gatekeeper, because you guys saw what happened earlier. Nice, good start. Good start. So you got plenty of stars. That's really unlucky. Okay, good. We got him back where we want him. So we just need him to throw one more uppercut, and then we should be good. But nice, got him. Okay, dude, we recovered. That was a tough one. That was a tough fight, man. That was a tough fight. Soda was almost taking us out there. He gave me some really bad luck there in the middle of the fight, but I was able to pull through. Alright, welcome to my nightmare. Here comes Bull 2, the worst ever. So let me review my strat on him. I'm going to block 4 times, and then we're going to go ham. The quad block. Muscle memory be true. Unfucking real, dude. I just have to hope I got that knockdown before the bull charge, and then maybe I stand a chance. I really hope I didn't skip the bull charge, because that would actually be bad. Good. Fuck yeah. Got him, dude. 240. Alright, I'll take that. Got a little dicey there in the beginning, man. Got a little dicey there in the beginning, but we came through. 61. Boom! Alright. Good shit there. So Don 2, as long as I don't mess up on the timed punches, is not that bad. But there's a couple timed punches in the fight that if you mess up, you're probably really screwed. So well, no, let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna use the, I guess this is kind of cheating what I'm about to do, but we'll see. I'm hoping that I have enough time to beat him. Fuck! Ugh. Son of a bitch. Just gonna go for that star right away. I got a little too greedy with the other hits. I should have just got knocked down immediately. That was stupid of me, man. That was just poor judgment on my part. Now I could be in shit trouble. Yeah, I just got too greedy with those other punches, man. Okay. So now what I think I should do is take another knockdown and just take him out. I should be able to take him out pretty easily from this point. Nice. Got it. Alright, 202. So, losing time. What's up, Andy? Hey, Jaguar King. How's it going? 2, 6, 5. So I'm not going to gain time that I should gain in that fight. So I'm not going to beat the record. I'm not going to beat Jack Wedge now because I lost probably 3 minutes. Petrovsky, what's up, man? So let's just try to finish it strong. I've been good, dude. I've been good. This is a good run so far, man. I'm pretty happy. Even though I don't beat Jack on this, this would be a good run to go 14-0 with. So Sandman can be a little tricky, but once you get things going, he's not that. Oh, fuck! I forgot to hit select. Well. This is really bad now. I'm gonna need some luck to beat him in round 1. That's actually really terrible. That's not how that fight should go at all, man. I really fucked that. I mean, he'll be easy in round 2, but gotta beat that guy in round 1, dude. Gotta beat him in round 1. Of course. That's probably actually gonna help me get a lower time anyway. Still. What? Fuck that. That's such bullshit, dude. Such fucking bullshit. Never should have hit me there. No way in hell. Fuck you, Steve, man. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Well, this is now not a very good run at all. Damn. I mean, that's a fight that I'm not going to gain time in, but at least I don't have to lose that much time. Alright, Macho is no joke. Gotta take him seriously. Guess I underestimated Sandman a little bit. I just wanted to go for the knockdown, dude. Fuck the bullshit. Could have tried to get some more stars there, but I also don't want to soft block the game, which is a thing. Fuck! Is that 3? Nice. Dude, that was scary as shit, man. That was a scary macho fight. Alright, man, Tyson. This will be it, guys. This will be my first 14-0 if we can get it. This will be my first 14-0. Not without its struggles, that's for sure. Not without its struggles. How's it going, board? So, let's see if we can get Tyson down, dude. 14-0. Let's make it happen. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad. It's all about this round 2 opening, man. I gotta get this down, dude. Gotta get a good round 2. Already fucked up. Already fucked it up. Fuck. So close, man. Just don't get a bad refill. It's probably close to 130. Wow, I got him, dude. fucking got him. We did it, dude. 14-0, baby. 14-0. Did that shit. Hell yeah. I didn't see the time. It was 1:44, I think. 1:44, so that's 7... Celluink with that 6-month hype right on time, dude. Celluink getting immortalized in the highlight. He knows. He knows what to do. You are immortalized, Celluink. You will forever be in the highlight of me getting 14-0 for the first time ever. Yeah. Alright, so this is the story of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out Blindfolded. So back in 2010, the very first ever Games Done Quick marathon was held. And it was called Classic Games Done Quick. And as many of you know, it was actually took place in Mike Uyama's basement. And that's where the first ever blindfolded run that I know of was done on stream. And it was by Andrew Gardicus, legendary Super Mario Brothers runner. Somebody, I believe, in the chat suggested or said that they would donate for him to do Mario Brothers blindfolded, just as a gag to see how far he could get, because it's like, everybody's like, oh, Andrew G, he's so good at the game, I bet he could do it blindfolded, kind of thing. So as a joke. And so that happened. And just as a side note, Andrew G actually played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in that marathon as well. He was the first person to play it in a marathon, not me. And when he played that game in the marathon, that's actually what got me interested in speedrunning the game again, because I was watching him play and I was just like, dude, why am I not running this game, man? I love this game. It's like my favorite game. What the heck am I doing? So I soon after that got my cart. So I ran it in 2011 for the first time, cited, because nobody had ever actually seen a speed run of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Like, Andrew G did a run, but it was mainly just like beating the game like more competently than most people would. You can go back and watch it. It didn't have a whole lot of speed strats per se. So I did that in 2011, and that was pretty hype. So in 2011, the hype was real. Like, people were really excited to see this run live, because the old Punch-Out community, they played before the days of YouTube, before any of that. So, like, nobody really had seen speedruns of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, even though they were out there, they existed, but they weren't, like, visible. So we did that. And then in 2012, that's the first time that I got the idea of, like, oh, I could do the blindfolded thing as an incentive, because incentives were getting big. That was like the big thing now. It was like, oh man, we got to do incentives for like all these games, because that's how we're raising money as a charity. So I was like, what the heck, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out blindfolded, let's do it. So I don't think I even practiced at all for this. Like, I literally just went in completely blind. And you can go back, you can watch the 2012 video. I believe, spoilers, I believe I lost to King Hippo, but I was ashamed, so I asked for a rematch. And then I beat King Hippo, and then I lost to Bald Bull. So that was the first ever blindfolded Punch-Out run, 2012. But it was kind of charming, and it was fun, and I realized that there was potential for it when I did it. And I was like, huh, this could be a thing. This is doable. I could do this. So then after that, in 2013, I was like, all right, let's do blindfolded again, but this time I'm gonna try a little bit harder. I'm gonna actually like play a couple times. So I didn't come up with any strats really per se or anything like that in 2013, but I did get a strat from A Delicate, who's in the chat there. He told me, because he was like, look, I used to do blindfolded back in the day, back when I was, a kid, and I could get all the way to Mike Tyson. And I was like, oh, well, shit, dude, give me some tips, man. So he told me about the Hippo strat, which made Hippo negligible. And then when I got to Hippo, at that time he was a joke. Got to Bald Bull, and it was like deja vu. I got the first two knockdowns pretty quickly, but then things started to go bad. And I was like, oh man, here we go again, dude. Here we go again. He goes into the bull charge. He knocks me down. I'm like, this can't be happening again, dude. I can't lose the Bald Bull again. I got to get through. And then that's when the miracle happened. That is a true miracle happened on that day, because if you look at the fight, what happens is Bald Bull has two patterns. He does either 3 hooks, or he'll do 2 hooks and then he'll go into rolling jabs, right? So I wasn't nearly well versed enough in Blindfolded to know the difference of his patterns at that point in time. Like, I barely knew them when I had my eyes open, not eyes closed. So somehow I was on one heart. Okay, I had one heart, and he was about to go. So bull 1 does a bull charge at 2 minutes, and then he does another one at 2:30. So he had already knocked me down at 2 minutes. So in the 30-second window, less than 30 seconds, because obviously he doesn't charge right away, I had hit him enough times that he was down to like a couple HP. And somehow I just threw a random punch at his face that I never would have thrown. Never. And he went into rolling jabs, and I hit him, and it knocked him down, dude. And the crowd went fucking insane. And I was surprised. Like, if you go back and watch the VOD, like, you can see that I'm surprised that it happened, because I like didn't know what happened. And I think even afterwards, I might have asked, like, "Hey, what happened? How did I knock him down?" But it was a really hype moment in at that particular GDQ, which 2013 was a really important year. 2013 is what kind of led to GDQ's blowing up. I think it was a very, very. It was the first year that we had like a lot of marquee games being played at a higher level. It wasn't just like, oh hey, whoever just play this game, you know, like we had like Garrison did Super Metroid, Cypher did this insane Link to the Past run. It was hype, dude. But anyways, so that moment was so hype that they actually put it in the little preview for AGDQ 2014. It was like the hype moment. It was like, you know, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it like showed that it was like the biggest moments or the hypest moments or something, and it like showed that part, and I like do the fist pump or whatever. I lost to Piston Honda too, by the way, sorry. And losing to Piston Honda 2 was an embarrassment. I put up a really good fight, but things just were going wrong. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong, and I couldn't win. So then I wasn't even going to do it in 2014, but then I get a message from this guy called Schmitty300, sent me a PM on Twitch, and he's like, "Hey dude, I got so inspired by your blindfolded run at AGDQ 2013 that I started doing it myself, and like after a couple months of practicing, this is what I did." And like he sends me this video, and he got all the way to Tyson. He lost to Macho, but he like rematched Don 2, rematched Sandman, rematched Macho, and beat him the second time. So then after I saw that, like, this is nothing against Schmitty300. He was awesome for doing that. But like his strategies were very fundamental. They were very, casual. And I was like, dude, if this guy is getting all the way this far in the game with practice, then I should practice the game. I can do this. I can do better than this. So then 2014 was the first year that I actually started doing practice for it. I was like, all right, I'm going to take it seriously this time. I'm going to practice the fights. I still didn't really come up with that many strategies. I still wasn't like trying to figure, and this was like before the days of buffer strats too. You had to time everything out. You had to time everything out on your own. There were no buffer strats except for, I think maybe the Don 1 buffer strat had just come out probably by that time. But anyway, I like practiced really hard, but I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody at all. And like the whole week of the marathon, dude, everybody's coming up to me and they're like, dude, how's it gonna go this year? Like, are you gonna get really far? Like, who are you gonna get? You know? And I was just playing it off. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to get past Bald Bull again because he's really tough. And then, if I can beat Piston Honda 2, that'd be great. I was keeping it really like low expectation for everybody. But in my mind, I was like, I'm going to get the fucking Mike Tyson and it's going to be the most epic shit ever. And the only people that I told Zallard 1 and I told DK28 because we went out to dinner the night before my run. And I was like, I think Zallard was talking about Super Punch Out. And I was like, oh, hey, how's that going? How's Super Punch Out going, man? Are you feeling pretty confident? Like, and he was like, I can beat the game. I was like, excuse me? What? And he was like, yeah, I can beat the game. He's like, it's not going to happen in the marathon because I'd have to get super, super lucky on da-da-da-da. And I was like, dude, that's still crazy, man. I can't believe you beating the game. So awesome. So then at that point I felt kind of obligated to tell them. It's like he told me like what's gonna happen. So I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'm gonna get to Tyson tomorrow. And they were like, what? They were freaking out a little bit. But and then of course, I'm sure most of you have seen the AGDQ 2014 blindfolded run. Definitely the most hype run that I've ever been a part of. As a runner, I was also part of the Super Metroid run later that evening, which was probably even more hype than the blindfolded run, but I was a commentator. I wasn't a runner, so I didn't feel the same emotions with it. But the thing I remembered most about the AGDQ 2014 run was everything was going pretty well, and then I beat Sandman, and my heart just started racing so fast. Like, if I had a heart rate monitor on, I'll guarantee you that it was over 180. It was probably at like 200. I think my heart was going 200 beats a minute, dude. It was fucking fast. Or yeah, 200 beats a minute. Is that right? Yeah. And I was just like, holy shit, dude, I'm not going to be able to play because like I felt like I couldn't, I don't know, man. My heart has never beaten that fast before in my life. And I just remember like, not really like panicking, but just being like, this is crazy. Like, it's because it was something I've never experienced before. And somehow I managed to pull it together and settle down on Macho. And I did the 9 count, which is something that I was not supposed to do at that time. I had like written notes to myself, like, don't do the 9 count. I was just in the zone. I was in the zone at that point, man. I didn't think about anything. I just did it. I just reacted. So as soon as I beat Macho, it was like the biggest relief. I was just like so happy that I'd gotten to Tyson. I didn't even care because I knew Tyson was going to kick my ass. And then that's when I made that statement about Tyson being impossible to beat, and people keep bringing that up. And the reason that I said that is because, one, I never practiced Tyson. All I practiced on Tyson was just how to avoid the first punch. That's it. I didn't want him to knock me down 3 times in a row when I actually got to him, because I was like, if I actually get to this guy in the marathon, I don't want to look like an idiot. I don't want to do this epic run and then just get 3 punched by Tyson. So that's all I knew. But other than that, I knew that, like, okay, there's no way that you could possibly predict the punches properly, doing this. And but obviously things have been figured out a little bit more since then. That things have changed a little bit. So, Grom, thank you for the host, man. There was no reason for me not to believe that Tyson was impossible, given the knowledge that I had about the game at the time. But obviously, that's when buffer strats, like I said, buffer strats weren't really a thing back then. So it wasn't the kind of thing where it was, oh, maybe there's a buffer strat for Tyson. Like, that wasn't even a thought that entered. So I was basically saying, from my own point of view, that the odds of me on that particular day, at that particular time, beating Mike Tyson blindfolded were the same as winning Powerball. And I can't even believe I hit him like 14 times or something like that. Like, that was amazing. The Tyson fight that I had at AGDQ 2014 was epic. even though I didn't beat him. Like I couldn't even, like I had never hit him anywhere close to that many times, even though I just practiced, fighting him like a few times. Like I would usually just hit him once or twice and that'd be it. So then after that, I was basically told, and Zallard was told, like Blindfolded Punch Out, anything is retired. It's done, dude. There's no way you guys can top what happened there, so it's not gonna happen again. And we were like, yeah, that's probably true, because neither of us even Zallard didn't. He wasn't like, well, what if you could beat Tyson? Like, neither of us even thought that was a thing. So the beauty of this whole thing is that the person that believed it was possible, who is Daniel Teixeira, who is D Tysonator, is a legend of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. He is from the old school. He is from that part I was talking about, the community that was before YouTube, before, major internet sites of all this communication and stuff. I mean, they would talk on game FAQs in this site called Red Toms back in the day. So this guy, D Tysonator, he's got Tyson in his name, for God's sakes. I mean, that ought to tell you everything you need to know about this guy. He saw my run, and he hadn't played Punch Out in probably, 10 years or something like that. More than 10 years. I mean, he used to run it back in the early 2000s. And he was the first person that ever beat Mike Tyson in round 1. First. Number 1, dude. So he came back, and he was like, I think maybe that Tyson can be beaten blindfolded. I'm going to embark on this quest to make it happen. And I was like, dude, good luck to you, man. I love it. I want to see you do it. And he would stream attempts. And I think it took maybe a couple months, but after a few months, you were starting to kind of see, like, he might actually do this. Like, this could actually be possible. There was this belief. Like, when he first started, I was like, oh, he's going to have fun with it. And maybe he'll do something, but it's not going to happen. But he eventually, of course, he got it. He was the first person to ever beat Mike Tyson in round 1. And then he became the first person to ever beat Mike Tyson blindfolded. That is poetic to me. I love that. So, not only that, he was like, well, why should I stop here? Let me go ahead and try to beat him in round 1. Because he got so good at fighting Tyson, he's like, I'll just try to beat him in round 1. And he's beaten him. He's beaten Tyson in round 1 blindfolded. Blindfolded. Most people cannot beat Mike Tyson with sight. And then most people that can beat Mike Tyson cannot beat him with sight in round 1. So, I mean, that tells you everything you want to know. So then, once D Tysonator did it, Jack Wedge got back into the game too. He was like, oh man, I'm interested. And Jack Wedge was another guy from that old community. And he's the one that started coming up with all these buffer strats. So all the strats that you see me doing that are buffer strats in this run are from Jack Wedge. He basically took it upon himself to just be like, yeah, Sinister's fights are good, but he's just fighting these guys straight up. Why don't we just make it easy? Why don't we make it a little easier, make some of these fights go faster? So he came up with buffers for like every single fighter pretty much. And he's, of course, shared those with Zallard and myself. And he was the first person to ever get a 14-0 Mike Tyson's Punch Out run. So I believe I'm the second person, but it's very possible that Zallard's gone 14-0 off stream. So I can't say definitively that I'm the second person to go 14-0, but for right now, I'm considering myself the second person to go 14-0 until Zallard comes in the chat and he's like, "Hey, I just went 14-0 like a couple hours ago. How's everybody doing?" Damn you. So yeah, 14-0. So really the challenge now for me is to just get more consistent with the fights and doing these new strategies, because the way that I used to fight in this game was I was just going off instinct, man. It's like, I know what these guys are doing. I kind of know the timing. Like, I would just let my muscle memory kind of do the work. And I would think of, well, what am I supposed to do in this situation? So that's kind of the history of blindfolded Mike Tyson's Punch Out.